What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Nintendo Land, and today we are continuing to talk about those leaks regarding 3D Mario's coming to the Nintendo Switch in glorious HD. Last week we talked about Super Mario 64 and Super Mario Sunshine, so today we move on to Super Mario Galaxy. Now the leak does mention the fact that it's just Galaxy 1, but I couldn't help myself and throw Galaxy 2 in there. I'm sure if Galaxy 1 ends up coming to the Switch, the second game will come as well later on down the road. So we will be talking about both games in general today, because if you played one, you pretty much played the other, because they both play exactly the same. You go from planet to planet and the mechanics stay the same between both games. But we're going to talk about exactly what needs to be fixed and what needs to be changed to make this game the best it could be on the Nintendo Switch. So let's get into my list. First off, the controls. As you know, Mario Galaxy, it was a Wii title that used both the Wiimote and the Nunchuck, and since we have two Joy-Con, a right and a left, it could pretty much work the same. It's generally the same technology, and you can just shake the right controller to get that spin attack to happen. The Switch Joy-Cons do have an IR pointer, which could help to collect those star bits if you're playing on the television, but if you're playing handheld, I'm not really sure how you can collect those. You could also map the spin to one of the buttons on the controllers, so that way if you're playing with a Pro Controller or in handheld, you don't necessarily need to shake the whole thing, but you could also barely move it around as like motion controls, kind of like in Splatoon, in order to have some of that aiming, because there are specific instances where you do need to aim at the screen. For instance, when you're feeding the Luma all those star bits, you need to aim towards her mouth, or maybe they can just switch that completely and make it just a button press where it shoots all the star bits into her mouth. I don't know, but I'm sure they can work around this. Mario Galaxy needs actual co-op. The fact that Luigi's in the game and you still can't play with him as another character, the only thing you can do is have a Luma go around and collect star bits for you and spin some enemies in Mario Galaxy 2. It's kind of upsetting, and I think it would work really well. You would just always be tethered to player 1, similar to Mario 3D World, and whenever you got too far or player 1 entered a warp star, it would put you in a bubble and make you follow him. It'd be simple. Give green star challenges like there is in Super Mario Galaxy 2 and in Super Mario Galaxy 1. This increases the replay value and can be very difficult on specific stars. And it's just like a big hide and seek for each level that you've already completed. And once again, you've got the comments, you've got the original stars, and then the green stars on top of that will keep players coming back time and time again. Mario Galaxy 1 needs a bonus galaxy like World S from Super Mario Galaxy 2. It filled the world with different types of special challenges for the player, including the Perfect Run, which was an incredible hard challenge at the very end of the game. I think Mario Galaxy 1 needs something like that, because as we did have some bonus types of levels with the Luma galaxies and stuff like that, we never really had that one specific level that was super hard to complete, or that last bonus level. The graphics won't need a total remake like in 64 and Sunshine, just a polish in HD, because the game already looks really good. It just came out on the Wii, which was just a couple console generations ago, so it really doesn't need an uphaul of something crazy. Just make it in HD, and I'm sure they can do this. They've done it with many different games before from the Wii. They did it with Twilight Princess, which was a GameCube, then a Wii title, so all they did was just enhance the graphics. Like I said, if you've seen Twilight Princess, they didn't add much. They just kind of scaled everything and made it look a lot neater, cleaned things up, and that's all they got to do for Galaxy. It'll probably be the easiest and cheapest when it comes to putting it in HD. Mario Galaxy music is already made instrumentally, and I'm not really sure if they would ever remake any of this music since so much hard work and dedication went into making this music in the first place, but it would be really cool to get some soundtracks updated. So here's some examples from some really talented YouTubers. Mario Galaxy 2 needs a better final boss, because that boss against Bowser is really not good. The first one felt very climactic and everything led up to that boss, But the second one was just a big Bowser and you were slamming planets into him. It was this Mario ground pounding planets. You know, you never really touched Bowser, nothing really felt climactic, and even part 2 of the final boss battle was still the same thing, ground pounding planets. It just was not fun to me, and I'm sure a lot of people will agree with me on this one. The Chimp Challenges were cool because they were like little mini games for the player, and just like Mario Odyssey, they could put up leaderboards for this online so that people can compete to see who gets the best time or who gets the highest score, and maybe have like endless challenges with these Chimp Challenges. I like a lot of them because the bowling one was a lot of fun from Super Mario Galaxy 2, but that skating one where you had to smack the balloons wasn't the greatest. The balanced rolling ball and the bubble levels from Super Mario Galaxy 1 needs mapped buttons because you can't really have motion controls, and it would be a headache trying to move your Switch around or the Joy-Con around on these platforms. Now, you probably could if you want, but please, for the love of God, just let it be mapped to a left stick or something, because this is just not necessary. And I understand the whole gimmick around this minigame is for the motion controls, and it would kind of make it probably a lot easier, but at the same time, it'd be a lot better just to not be able to move your arms around the room to finish a level. Oh, and the blowing up garbage level from Super Mario Galaxy 1 just needs to completely go. This was just such a bad level. The time limit was too short, and it just always felt like when you did win, it was barely by the skin of your teeth. This level completely stunk for me. I hated it. You had to have the perfect throws and the perfect tosses, and I think it came back again in Mario Galaxy 2, but with a fire flower. Please get rid of this level. Lots of you guys have commented how you want the game to be tougher. You want tougher bosses and a tougher Bowser boss at the very end, and I think I agree. It's pretty easy to go throughout this game without really losing all your lives. I mean, if you lose all your lives, there's just something wrong. It's probably because you died from a comet level or one of those gimmicky motion control levels. I don't know what it is, but it does need to be a little bit more difficult, whether it's more enemies or just add more difficult routes. I don't know. Make it a little bit more difficult, and I think it'd be a lot more fun for players. And last but not least, will the Hell Valley Sky Trees come back from staring at you at the top of that galaxy, just looking down at you from that mountain and looking into your soul? That was creepy. I wonder if that will get removed. That would be so funny if it gets removed, because it's even creepier than, like, was that even supposed to be there in the original? I don't know. If it comes back, it'll be even creepier. I don't know. It'll be fun. Bring it back. Don't bring it back. I don't care. Just do something with them. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you enjoy the video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you guys are new to stay up to date on all things Nintendo. And if you guys would like, go ahead and feel free to join the Nintendo Land Discord, where you can talk to me and other users about all things Nintendo, and to get your name up at the end of my video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one. See you guys.